Hello, everyone, and welcome to my preview of Seahawks Lions this coming week. This game should be pretty good, at least on paper it does. I actually don't think so. But I'm going to preview the teams one at a time, and then I'm going to go over what my kind of keys are to the game, what I'm looking at, and what I think is going to happen. And then I'm going to give an overall prediction, how I think the game will go, things like that. So let's start with the Detroit Lions. Let's get right into it, not do any extra BS. Let's get right into this. So the Lions are coming off of a huge win against the Kansas City Chiefs. They go into Arrowhead Thursday night. It's the kickoff game, banner raising ceremony, and they beat the Chiefs. And they looked really good doing it. I liked what I saw out of the Lions. They can work on stuff, like they didn't play a perfect game, but that's what this week's going to be. They know they have some stuff they need to work on, whether it be the run game or third downs or defensively, getting to the quarterback this time. Because they put pressure on Mahomes on Thursday, but now it's kind of like, hey, let's get to the guy this time. And I think they're, likely going to be looking to take advantage of the passing game going into this week. And they also are coming off of a mini bye week. They played Thursday, now they play Sunday. So they're going to have a lot more time to prepare than Seattle Seahawks did. Meanwhile, Seattle is coming off of let's call it what it is, a humiliating loss in which they look like a bad team. That could motivate Seattle. There's this, I don't want to call it a cliche, but it's kind of a trend where, proud organizations or good teams coming off humiliating losses, they look really good the next week. So maybe we're looking at that here. I don't know. I've got my doubts, but that could motivate them to, hey, we're going to play really well. We're going to bust our ass in practice. This ain't going how it did on Sunday. But they need to get rhythm in the passing game going. And clearly the pass rush is going to need to do better than they did on Sunday. So they kind of know what they need to improve. But that's not necessarily going to, like, if their pass rush improves, it still might not be good enough to get a win, anything like that. So, I'm not looking forward to this one. So, my keys to this game, I'm looking directly, first thing, Aiden Hutchinson against the big holes at tackle. So Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas were both injured Sunday against the Rams. Charles Cross doesn't sound like he's going to play this weekend. He has turf toe and he's week to week. Abraham Lucas is day to day, so he could come back by game time. But the Seattle Seahawks today, just a couple hours ago, officially signed Jason Peters. He is going to be a backup. Probably left tackle, will play for Cross when he's injured. But Jason Peters is 41 years old. So, I don't know how much of an upgrade he'll be over what the Seahawks already have at the backup tackle positions. So I'm looking at Aiden Hutchinson against the Seattle Seahawks and that offensive line with the defensive line as a whole. They were getting pressure on Mahomes. Aiden Hutchinson, despite not getting a sack, looked really good. He was a beast on Thursday. I think it's going to be a lot of the same. I think Aiden Hutchinson is going to look great. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest things. If Seattle can somehow keep Geno up and they can give him time to throw, then they'll be able to pick apart this rebuilding secondary, this young secondary. But if Aiden Hutchinson is getting to the quarterback all day, this is going to be a very bad game for the Seahawks. Let's put it that way. And then opposite side of the ball. This is going to be a game that is decided in the trenches, 100%, which is, I'll get to my prediction. The Seahawks pass rush was the Lions' offensive line. So the Seahawks pass rush looked bad on Sunday. Let's be honest, it was terrible. They were not getting pressure to Matthew Stafford, and they weren't really coming all that close. He had a lot of time to throw. Well, now you're playing a better offensive line in Detroit. Like, this is going to be a struggle for them all game. Hey, go get to Jared Goff. He's not mobile. Get to him. Oh, you can't. It's a great offensive line. So I think I'm going to be looking at the trenches the entire game. How does the Seahawks offensive line look versus the Lions defensive line, and vice versa. And then something that was pointed out to me in between Sunday and today is Reek Woolen is not a good run stopper at corner. He's a great, excellent shutdown corner. I was wrong yesterday, too. He allowed 1 catch for 8 yards on 2 targets. So he was great yesterday. But it was pointed out to me, he's not the best in run support. So I'm interested to see if the Lions try to take advantage of that. You know, they line Amon-Ra St. Brown out there in the slot or whatever, and they throw a bunch of screens, attack that side of the ball or that side of the field all day. I'm interested to see if if that happens. I kind of think like that's where I would be looking is let's get some screens out there. Let's run the ball out that way. But I don't know. I do think that would be smart, though, to go after Reek Woolen on screens or in the run game, things like that. My overall prediction for this game, I think the Lions are going to win convincingly. I know that Detroit, to start the year last year, looked bad, and that they could be overhyped. The bandwagon could be too full, and they're going to crash or whatever. But I think the Lions will win convincingly. I think they're a team that is built really, really well to take down a team like Seattle, where you're not getting to our quarterback and we're getting to yours. That is a recipe for success every time. I think the Lions are better in the trenches on both sides of the ball. So that'll really show on Sunday. Seattle will look better than they did on Sunday, but I don't think they'll look a whole lot better. You know, I still think they'll be offensively, I think they'll sputter. Defensively, they'll struggle against Jared Goff in that offense. So they'll look better, but not by a whole lot. Like, it'll be marginal at best. So my final score prediction, I'm going to take the Lions winning big 33-20. I know that's not great, but I think I think it'll actually be worth it because I think Seattle will put up a touchdown at garbage time to make it look better. But there's not going to be a good game for Seattle, not in the slightest. I'm not excited. I'm excited for Lions fans. I'm excited for the team. I am one of those people who's on the Lions bandwagon. I think they're going to win their division, but this is your shot, Detroit. This is your shot. You missed the playoffs because of Seattle last year. They beat you in one of the games of the year last year, and then they won to kick you out of the playoffs. This is your shot, and I think they're in a perfect opportunity to line it up and beat the Seahawks to hell. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I think Seattle's going to start 2-0, but who knows? I could be surprised. This could be another shootout like it was last year. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want me to preview other games. You know, there's Eagles-Vikings on Thursday night. There's the Sunday night game, which is, I think it's Dolphins-Patriots. But if there's any other games that you want me to see breakdown, I'll do that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next video. Peace.